Hi friends, thanks again. Welcome to my channel, Managing Diabetics TV. I really appreciate your effort in channeling your questions to me. Today I'll be discussing the importance of your eyesight as a diabetic patient. That is today's topic. The complications that accompanied diabetics regarding your eyesight, because untreated diabetics can damage the nerves in your eyesight, your retina, and then allow the blood vessels to be completely wiped away. That will lead you to blindness. Do you also know that your license can be revoked by the government if you're a diabetic patient? It's not a choice, it's a must. As a diabetic patient, your license can be revoked temporarily or permanently for life if your diabetes is not treated. All it takes is for a doctor to send a requisition form to the government, to the ministry. This patient is diabetic and is uncontrollable. Please revoke his or her license, and that is it. You can never drive anymore. And somebody says, why? Untreated diabetics, either one or two, can lead to blindness gradually or instantly if not treated for a period of long time. Like today was my due date. I went for to check my eyesight. And stay tuned, you're going to see the video. The reason being why, as a diabetic patient, that is important that you regularly follow your doctor's instructions in checking your eyesight either every 6 months or every year as required or prescribed by your doctor. Because if you are not managing your diabetics properly, that regulate or normalize your sugar content in your bloodstream to the normal level, and it's always on the higher period of time, at a longer period of time, it's going to lead you to blindness. Slowly and gradually, it's going to be attacking your nerves, and by the time you know it, instantly it can lead you to blindness or partially blindness, or gradually you lose all your eyesight. And that is why it's important that once you are a diabetic patient, you must take seriously your treatment seriously and your license seriously, because instantly your license to drive can be revoked temporarily to give you a warning over a period of 6 months to bring down your normal sugar level, or permanently to say you never drive again. Because if your sugar level is too high, remember in one of the symptoms I say, what are the symptoms of high sugar in your bloodstream? It causes you blur vision. So imagine you driving on a public road, on a motorway, and then your sugar level shoot up beyond above the normal, and instantly you have a blur vision and you're on the motorway driving. You can't even see what happened. You are a danger to other drivers sharing the road with you. You're going to end up killing other drivers, or maiming other drivers, or causing havoc on the road, or even to your own life, because you have an instant blur vision that you cannot see because your sugar level is too high. Or you could be driving on a residential street anywhere, another falling, instantly you lost your eyesight, totally blind, and you're behind the steering. What happens? You become a weapon to other road users. That is why it's advisable that you constantly follow your doctor's instructions in checking your eyesight regularly as at when due, either every 6 months or every 1 year, to check to make sure there is no sugar in your eye. Because if it is caught on time, it can be managed and treated. So that is why I say it is important you take your diabetes treatment very seriously and take your license very seriously if you love to drive, because it can be revoked permanently. Then let's go to type 1 diabetics. That is hypoglycemia, when your sugar level always is below the normal level. Now, when your sugar level is below the normal level, there's a different symptoms that accompanies it. You start feeling shivering. You start feeling shivering. You start shivering. You're feeling weak. You're feeling dizziness. You can't even walk. You can't even do anything. You are so tired because your sugar level has dropped. So imagine that you are driving on a motorway or in a residential street, and all of a sudden your sugar level dropped drastically. What happened? You veer off the road and you kill somebody because you can't even operate the car. So that is why it is important, once you are a diabetic patient, to take your treatment very seriously. Now, if you are a diabetic patient in type 1 diabetics, or you have a parent, or you have a son or a daughter, or you have a sister or aunt that drives to anywhere, because remember I said diabetes is a long-term illness. It's something that you have to handle throughout your lifetime on earth. So if you're a parent that have a long-time cares somebody at home, like an aging parent that is diabetic, or you have a son or a daughter or uncle and aunt that drives, and he or she is type 1 diabetics, there's one simple thing that you have to do always, to make sure anytime he or she steps into the steering, he has in that car, even at work, anywhere he or she is, he must have it with him or her. Because remember, type 1 diabetics is hypoglycemia, is always when your sugar level is below the normal level. So all of a sudden you could be doing something, all of a sudden your sugar level drop, and then you faint. You start feeling dizziness. There is one thing you have to do. If you have insulin, you inject yourself immediately. The injection of that insulin is to bring up your sugar level to the normal level. And once it comes back to the normal level, you see those symptoms of dizziness, weakness, tiredness, shivering stop, because now your sugar level is within the normal level. But in case you don't have insulin, with you, if you are a type 1 diabetes patient, anywhere you are going, either you are in a public transport or in your car, always make sure you have this in your bag. Anything that contains sugar. So now you have chocolate, a bar of chocolate in your bag. This is a bar of chocolate. This is biscuit. Biscuit contains sugar. You either have chocolate, biscuit in your bag, or you have Fanta or Coke. You know, the small ones. Okay, not the bigger one. Even this is okay. You either have Fanta or Coke, one bottle in your bag or in your car. The reason being is, anytime you are somewhere that you are not accessible to your insulin, or you run out of insulin, and your sugar level drop instantly, that is, you fainted or you start feeling shivery, what it needs that time is sugar to pump up your sugar level to the normal level. So it is advisable you have chocolate contain sugar, biscuit contain sugar, Fanta or Coke in your bag. So as soon as you start feeling those symptoms of weakness, dizziness, wanting to faint, all you have to do was to grab a slice of chocolate, not the whole bar, just a slice of chocolate. Open it and chew it. As soon as you chew it, just give it 15 minutes. You see your sugar level is going to rise up to the normal level, and then you will be fine again to do whatever you are doing. Or if you have Fanta or Coke in your bag, all you have to do was to open it. Don't finish the whole Fanta, just take a little bit of it. and give yourself 15 minutes, you see that it's going to boost up your sugar level to the normal level, and then those symptoms will disappear, and then you get your energy back. Or if you have a biscuit, just take one piece of biscuit, not the whole biscuit. All you need is just one. Chew it, wait for 15 to 20 minutes. You see your sugar level is going to rise to the normal level, and once it rises, you see the difference. You'll be okay to do whatever you are doing. So that is about type 1 diabetics when the sugar level is low. Alright, so for full disclosure, I'm not a medical doctor. Alright, I'm just a diabetic patient. I have been living with diabetes for the past 10 years. And all this that I'm saying, all these videos that I'm shooting at, is all the hard work I did with my doctor and the dietitians, that I have been living with it perfectly, with no any damages, no any complications. So that is why when I see people in Africa getting amputated or slumping and dying or heart attack, and if you check, it's all diabetics. I want to bring this knowledge to our people in Africa that diabetes can be managed and treated, but cannot be cured if you catch it on time. Otherwise, it comes with complication that is deadly. So that is why today I went to see my doctor, my optometrist, and he checked my eyesight to make sure there is no sugar in my eyesight, and everything comes out fine, perfect. So I'm going to be sharing, I'm going to be putting up the video after this so you guys can see how it goes, the prepping and the time for the eye test, and I'm out. Once again, thank you for enjoying my channel, and then please help me to subscribe and share. Or any subscribe video that I drop, you'll be the first to be notified. Once again, thank you and goodbye.